Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping in. If you're watching this, you're probably wondering if you should get maybe the new AirPods Pro or the Sony 1000 XM3s. So in this video, I'm not going to get into the specs, but I am going to explain why I ended up going with the AirPods Pro and I ended up taking the Sony's back. I'm also going to talk about some fake or clone AirPod Pros that I got from Wish.com that I got just to make sure that the new AirPod Pros would actually stay in my ears, because the old AirPods, they just fell out. They would not work with my ears. Now let's get to the video. I want to talk about the Sony XM3s and why I ended up taking them back and not keeping them and using them. So I got the XM3s, the Sonys. We're gonna say Sonys, that's a really long name. So I purchased the Sonys, and the noise cancellation is great. You put them on, you almost can't hear anything. You can hear a little bit of talking, but it's great. I'm a big gym guy, so I'm in the gym 6 days a week, and whenever I go, I don't like to hear anything. And I wore the Sonys one day, and it was great. Worked out, they were fine. I did sweat a little more than just wearing the earbuds, but that's a given with over ear. The second day, however, it was chest. And if any of y'all go to the gym, chest, you're laying on your back, you're pushing. The first time I sat down, I was getting ready to do dumbbells, and I laid back, and with those over ear, they rotated back and fell off my head, fell onto the ground. I was like, oh man, this is not, maybe I didn't have them tight enough, so I kind of clamped them down tighter, put them on, and went to lay back, and I felt them sliding off, and I got like a couple reps in, and they slid off. So I was like, oh man, these aren't gonna work. I kind of had them set up higher on my head and pushed them a little forward to where my ears would come forward and kind of hold them, and that was the one and only time that I had any issues in the gym or anywhere. That was the one issue. But it's a huge issue because I couldn't deal with that in the gym, so I took them back. I did a whole bunch of research. I watched so many videos. I wanted to get the Bose, but I felt like with the Bose, they'd probably slide right off as well. I don't know. So I got on Wish.com and I got some clone AirPod Pros to see if they would stay in my ear. And I'm gonna leave the link in the description of these, but these are actually very good clones. They don't have the button. They flip up, they connect, pull them out. I mean, immediately they start connecting. They're probably connecting to my phone right now. These work great. It even pops up as not your AirPod Pros. I can't really complain about these. The sound quality is not very great. I ordered them on Wish.com. I think they were $28, and they got here in 3 weeks. I think it was exactly 3 weeks. Sound quality is not the best, but they stayed in my ears, and that was the main thing I wanted to check before I went and spent $250 on the real AirPod Pros. So I would say if you can't afford, you don't have the budget, try these. I'll leave the link in the description. Like I said, they're pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. AirPod Pros. These really surprised me on noise cancellation. I watched a bunch of videos and everybody said, oh, these aren't near as good as the Sonys, these aren't near as good as Bose, you shouldn't get them, it has no bass. The noise canceling is far better than what a lot of people are saying. These cancel out almost as much as the Sonys do. I would say the only thing that it doesn't cancel out is those quick like snaps or people talking, the higher pitched noises. They don't cancel quite as much, but I don't think you will not notice it whenever you turn noise canceling on. In the gym, I can hear maybe a slam of a plate and that's it, but I hear no one talking, none of the fans going, none of the radios going outside or inside. They are really good. They are well worth it. They fit my ears great. One thing is they come with 3 different sizes, and the medium ones fit. They fit good, but I like when they get deep in my ears. So I decided to switch to the smallest to see if it works any better. And I shove them way in there, and man, they get a tight seal. I've taken them to the gym for a solid 2 weeks now, and I have had no issues of them falling out. The only time one did fall out was when I was getting in my vehicle. I hit my head on the door and it knocked one out, which that was my fault. But the AirPod Pros, the noise canceling is a lot better than what a lot of people are saying. So I would definitely get these. The transparency mode is huge. I go to the gym with my wife, and I can see her kind of start mouthing something, and with noise canceling on, I can't hear. So I hold it, switches to transparency, and I can hear her perfect, no problems. They work really great. I think that's gonna wrap it up. If you have any more questions, I know this wasn't like a spec. I didn't want to get into like the specs. You can watch any other videos, but I just wanted to get the view of an everyday, maybe gym person on getting the AirPod Pros or the Sonys, the pros and cons of what made me get away from the Sonys and go with the AirPod Pros. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have a good day. See ya.